Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny, and today we got a special video. My 1973 Bandai Godzilla came in. I think that's a store exclusive, and I was going to do a video just about it, but I decided, you know what, we're going to take it up a notch, and we're doing a whole video based off my figures from Godzilla vs. Megalon. It was a pinnacle movie to me as a kid, because it was one of those first Godzilla movies that I watched, and it kind of got me into the series. And it's definitely a unique one because it's quite goofy. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's known for being televised to U.S. audiences and kind of making some people think like, whoa, I thought this was supposed to be serious, and instead we got this orange robot and this beetle fighting Godzilla as he slides on his tail. It was quite the turning point for U.S. audiences. But as a kid, this movie was a masterpiece. It was cinema. It was almost as if Martin Scorsese directed it himself. Martin Swayze. Anyway, here's the figure. It looks great. I'm a huge fan of the 70s suits. We got through it pretty quick while I was talking there, but I absolutely love this design. Let him waddle off. Great figure. Bandai did a good job. One of their better releases recently. Moving on here, though, we have the Bandai Movie Monster series Gigan. This was the recent, not even recent. It was re-released a few years ago. This is another great figure. I took the tag off because I'm like that. We go in raw. We're doing it raw. Anyway, this figure. I mean, what else could you say other than the words I just said? Not the part, but it's great. There's his chainsaw. I do prefer the 2004 design of Gigan, specifically Chainsaw Gigan, but this is how he looks in the Showa era. This is, I guess we could say OG Gigan because it is. I know some of you may be wondering, this is the Bandai Creation one right here, this is like one of their first releases, so as you can see, not the most screen accurate compared to Bandai Japan's, but this is one of Bandai America / Bandai Creations. This is one of their more solid releases because it doesn't dive too far off. The creative liberties, if you can call it that, they're okay. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, some of you will be wondering like, why are you putting Gigan in this video when you should do a whole thing about Godzilla vs. Gigan? And I'll tell you why. I forgot. So there won't be a video based on Godzilla vs. Gigan because Gigan's here, and this is all you need. And anyway, that's the other monster in that movie is Ghidorah, and eventually I'll show my Showa Ghidorah in a separate video. But today is for Godzilla vs. Megalon because it's special to me as a kid. I watched that movie on repeat. I made sure my parents and my aunts rewinded that VHS tape and played it until it burnt down the entire house. It didn't do that, I wouldn't be here. But it damn near came close. I'm just doing some side-by-side comparisons of the Gigans right now. This segment has gone on way longer than it needed to, Danny. You should have shortened this because they're basic figures, but they're nice. Some of you maybe don't have the Movie Monster series version. You have the Bandai Creations. I think they're both solid. They both do a good job of showing off the character. This one, the Creations does have some clown-looking feet, though. I will give it that. Look at that. Yeah, so the feet aren't too good, but other than that, they're great. Buzz off into the sky together. All right, so some of you may know this. I'm moving, so I forgot to show the little Pack of Destruction Gigan that Bandai released years ago, and so I had to do it, record it on the spot on top of this brick in front of this wall here. I'm pretty sure that's a song. Anyway, but sorry about that. So the quality's not great. I'm almost dropping the camera, but there's the figure. This is a nice little addition. There he is, sized up to a 6-inch Bandai Creations. So these are both from Bandai Creations, Bandai America. So they're both pretty cool. Moving on, the main villain of the movie, we got Megalon. This is the recent Bandai Movie Monster series release. One of the first, sort of, I guess. Well, this is the first 6-inch from Bandai, I believe. So, and they did a pretty good job here. I was gonna say this is like the first Movie Monster series because it's kind of confusing. And you'll see in a second, because some of the older Bandai figures aren't considered movie monster series, even though they're pretty much the same. You know, do we need to get technical? Because who gives a shit? There's a blue dot right there. I never noticed that until I started recording and put him in better lighting. He has a little blue dot. There, okay, so this is the part where I get confused. This is the 8-inch Bandai original Megalon release. Very shiny, covered in Vaseline. I didn't do that. And I don't think this is considered a movie monster series. I may be wrong on that, and you can tell me. But this is my first Megalon figure that I got when I started collecting and just binged buying a whole bunch of figures. Don't ever do that. But I like this figure too. Although again, it's just very shiny. Like, I get it though. Megalon comes from the underground world, not hell, but he comes from the aliens, not really aliens, those utopian people who live, beneath the ocean somehow. So I guess he's kind of wet. Although it wasn't really underwater though. It was just underground. It was like the Hollow Earth before the Hollow Earth. Maybe the people who made Legendary just watched Godzilla vs. Megalon on repeat, and they were like, we could do this, but better. And you can be the judge. Which Hollow Earth is better? Godzilla vs. Megalon, where they have a dude with a really hairy chest controlling an underwater civilization that still is supposed to be very technologically advanced, with a giant beetle as their army, but they wear bathrobes? Or Hollow Earth, where monkeys run wild and crabs get eaten by big lizards with human names? Doug. Perhaps I'm rambling. Anyway, this right here is probably one of the first 6-inch Megalons ever. Don't quote me on that, but this is the YMSF Megalon right here. And I wanted to show this off because I was truly, blessed in my collecting journey when I got this figure. So someone posted a Facebook posting or sale post in one of the Godzilla groups I'm in, and I think they were just trying to get rid of stuff. I don't even think the person who posted it was their stuff. It was probably someone else's, not that they stole it, but they were selling it for them. And I seen this Megalon and another Megalon that we'll get to in a second, and they were both in there, but I was more interested in this one because I didn't have a 6-inch Megalon. So I messaged them. I was like, how much for that YMSF one? And I said, I tried taking a screenshot of just this one specifically, but I got a little bit of the other Megalon in that screenshot as well. And when I sent it to them, I said, how much for the Megalon? And they said, $40 for both. And now I'm like, $40 for a YMSF figure? Anyone who knows about YMSF in the aftermarket knows $40 is a steal. $40 for a YMSF figure is a steal in general. But here's the thing, they offered both. That is the other Megalon right there. That is the Trendmasters Megalon figure from God knows what year. I probably wasn't even born yet. Maybe I was. It's incomplete. It's missing the wings, and it doesn't work and needs new batteries. But both of these figures were in the post, and the person was so kind enough. They sold both these figures to me for just $40, and they threw in, I think, two smaller figures as well. I think it was a Mothra larva, like a miniature, like a 3 3/4 scale, and another Godzilla 1954 from the Pack of Destruction. This person was so kind. I got an amazing deal on both of these figures. I don't even know how much that Trendmasters goes for, even when it's incomplete. He's very muscular, but yeah, $40. Could not pass it up at all. Had to get it, and I'm so lucky to have it. Shout out to that person. I hope their life and all their dreams just come true. God bless them. Anyway, that's it for Megalon. Now we're here with everyone's favorite Jaeger. Yes, I said that. Jet Jaguar. Now, we're going to start off with one of my least favorite, if not my least favorite Jet Jaguar figure, which is the recent Playmates release. Playmates, you could have done something really great here, but I hate that pose. Look at that. It just does not hold well. I don't know if I said this before. I'm more of a fan of neutral poses. They don't have to be that neutral. They can have a little bit of character to them. But I do not like these kind of poses where it's not that drastic, obviously, but it's still like that leg split's pretty big. And look, he can't stand. And his arms, I'm okay with the arms. But yeah, I do not like that. They should have did something like this right here. Bandai Movie Monster Series, the new release of Jet Jaguar. I'm having trouble standing him up there, but that's just me being stupid. Plus, I think I was recording this on the couch. So, but this figure's fantastic. The colors, the more vibrant, the stance, it's more suitable to Jet Jaguar in my opinion compared to the Playmates version. The Playmates had the right arms, but the leg I feel like was a little much for what Jet Jaguar does. Just a little bit over expressive, just a little bit more than should be, if that makes sense. I'm okay with the colors, the more dull looking colors, because that could have been, to kind of make themselves a little bit more different, including the blue eyes as well. But they should not have done that stance. I just cannot get over that. Another Bandai Movie Monster Series. I don't know if this was like a limited release or something, but it's a flying version of Jet Jaguar. This is a fun one to have, just to kind of hang up on your shelf, so it looks like he's flying. It's pretty much the same exact mold, just different hands up in the air. You can move the hands down if you want to, if you're a maniac. I'm not, though. I'm pretty sane compared to most people, so we're going to keep those arms up. And he's flying. There he goes. Everyone watch out. There he is again. He's landing. Stuck the landing. Great. Oh, never mind. I don't know what to say. Oh, I do know what to say. Anyone play Godzilla Unleashed? And, they put Jet Jaguar in the JDF, the Global Defense Force. I guess that makes sense. But I always thought, Jet Jaguar was never part of the military. Even in Singular Point. He was made in, a garage or someone's lab. The government does not own him. There he is again. But that's something that always that doesn't really bother me, But I hope, the people who made Jet Jaguar, at least they sold them to the government. They didn't just send a SWAT team over and stole Jet Jaguar from his makers. Pretty sad. This is the original Jet Jaguar Movie Monster Series release. Still a solid figure. Very neutral pose. I like these. It suits the character. I just like using, when I was a kid, when I would play with these, I liked using my imagination. I didn't need the toy to do the posing for me. It was all in my head, if that makes sense. I didn't need any crazy poses. The other one right there, too, to the left, that's a good one, too. Because it's not too neutral. It has a little bit of character to it, and I like it. But yeah, I don't think I have the tag to that original one, though. Oh, shit, he just took off. But I don't need the tag. It's a great figure. Oh, anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. That was all themed Godzilla vs. Megalon. I hope you enjoyed. I love these figures. They're all great in their own special way. Gotta love that new 73 Godzilla. Oh, shit! Megalon jump scare. Anyway, y'all, I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time for some Son of Godzilla figures.